You're hitting the road, Eazy-G. Are you gonna go? You gonna go buy yourself a pack of smokes?
No, I don't do any of that. The wild tobacco.
You don't do any of the wild. I wasn't asking if you were gonna get some of the wild tobacco.
I don't do
Eazy-G.
any of the wild tobacco, or any of that junk.
You don't do any of that junk.
I got plenty of other bad habits.
Like what? What are your bad habits, Eazy-G? Maybe I can help you. I'm a hypnotherapist.
I'll let you know in another.
Maybe I can help you.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
I can't say it.
Oh,
I
no.
can't bring myself to be that mean.
All right, Eazy-G.
You have a good night.
Eazy-G is leaving us. Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon. You can often hear him on the morning show. He is the entertainment reporter. We did try to poach him for this program. I don't know if you know about this, Christian, but I was after Eazy-G for a long time. I was trying to get him to leave the morning show with Peter White and become the entertainment reporter on Matt Connarton Unleashed. And I offered him. I said, whatever Peter White is paying you, I will double it and add a zero. And he still rejected my offer.
Whoa.
One more thing. I think that's how I got on the S list. By coming on your show and doing entertainment.
Oh, that's what got you in trouble.
I mean, with me, it would just be... with me.
Freelancing, he called it.
Oh, he didn't like your freelancing, yes.
Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean,
yes.
that's what I would do.
That's how you end up on the S list. All right, Eazy-G. Well, you know, he's got to stay off the S list if he wants to. You know,
you want to be on the morning show with Peter White, you got to stay off the S list.
That's right. He wants to.
You don't want to be the intern catching coffee for them. Catching coffee.
No, right. Isn't Matt Couchane? Isn't he like the official intern on the
I think
show?
he was. He was on one of the shows with me. I've been meaning to text him to tell him, say hi to him and stuff.
He may have been promoted from interning. I don't know. Eazy-G would know.
Yeah. One more thing about Matt. That was only a summer thing.
Oh, that was only for the summer semester.
Yeah, summer's over.
I think he's working at a program in the Manchester School District now.
Oh, okay.
Not sure.
All right. Very, very good. All right, Eazy-G, thank you so much. Eazy-G is leaving us, of course. Eazy-G, Eric Gagnon, also known as Hard G. He is on his way to the gym to pump some iron. I do suspect, Christian, that he is, in fact, an abuser of anabolic steroids. I mean,
those are big words for me.
How do you think he got those guns?
I know, but he's still light work, though. He wouldn't cut a promo, man. He wouldn't fight me.
He wouldn't, but he's got those rippling muscles. He allows he lets his physique do the talking.
I don't know, man. Anyone out there that, wants to go one-on-one for charity, come on.
Really?
Come on.
Oh, wow. You're putting that out there, huh?
I wish.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love doing stuff for charity. Like, once we get the skate park figured out, I'm going to do a competition for a charity. I don't know which one yet.
Very nice.
I did a show back in May at Remix Coffee Bar for charity, raised $300.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It was a good experience.
What was the charity?
The Forgotten Initiative. It's for kids who age out of placement, foster care, and stuff like that. Oh, very good. I'm in contact with them all the time.
What got you interested in that?
So I was in placement. And they actually last year they organized a trip to Canopy Lake Park. This nonprofit.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear the name for a good almost a year. And then I heard their name because I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw an ad for an open mic night.
Yeah.
But she said I'd have to send in a audition video. Then I figured out who it was for and I'm like, oh yes, I definitely want to be on this list of people to perform.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was so much fun. And then just being part of the Remix Coffee Bar family too, like I love that place. It's a non-profit coffee bar. Everything they make goes back out into the community.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to go there tonight, but I can't make it.
Right.
I don't have the energy.
You've got to meet with Carol Rubidoux. I believe that is the correct pronunciation of her name. I'm a stickler for pronouncing names correctly, whether it be Paul Cormier or Kim Jong-un. It's important to pronounce these things correctly. My close personal friend, Dennis Rodman, has assured me that apparently Kim Jong-un really appreciates. I'm like the one person in America, aside from Dennis, of course, who pronounces his name correctly.
Kim Jong-un.
So I am not on his S list, which is good because that means if he tries to nuke us, I won't be one of the people targeted.
Yep.
So I'm excited about that.
He'll get you out.
Right. I don't want to go up in some mushroom cloud.
No, I'm good.
Yes. I don't have time for any sort of Armageddon nuclear type scenario. I have things to do. I have a full day planner. I just don't have time for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, my days after school now are just coming here.
Right.
And I love it. I absolutely love it because it gives me something to do, something I enjoy.
Yes. Very good. I have some incredible news, by the way. This is breaking. This is from my favorite website, rightwingwatch.org. According to Doug Giles, it's probably Giles, who is a right-wing columnist and commentator. He was on something called the Eric Metaxas Show earlier this week to promote his book, Would Jesus Vote for Trump? And according to Giles, Jesus, in fact, would vote for Trump because Trump possesses a Christ-like sense of boldness and a prophetic edge. Okay. So there you go.
Now, this is the part where I chime in and say, you don't mix religion with politics. You don't. It doesn't happen.
But Christian, you don't understand. Trump is like Jesus.
I want to say something, but
I mean, he doesn't have the same hair.
No.
But other than that, I mean, clearly, I mean, Trump is the most godly president in American history. I think we can all be assured of that.
Oh yeah. I say that with complete sarcasm.
I had a dream recently.
Oh boy.
I had a dream. I dreamt of my own death, which sounds frightening, but in my dream, I went to heaven, which wouldn't happen in real life, by the way, because I'm pro-choice and I pro-gay marriage. So I will be going to hell when I die. But in my dream, I went to heaven and I met St. Peter at the gates, the pearly gates, and he let me in and I sat down for my intake meeting with the big guy in his office. He's got this big golden desk. And of course, behind him on the wall was a giant American flag and a giant portrait of Ronald Wilson Reagan and a giant cardboard cutout of our president, Donald John Trump. It was amazing.
I can't.
This was all in my dream. So I know it's real. Because why would I dream that if it wasn't for a reason?
I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that one.
The Lord was speaking to me, Christian.
Oh, my.
Is what I'm saying.
I don't know what to say here.
I think it's obvious because Trump is the godliest president ever. The Lord is working through him, clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, he wasn't always, but he is now.
Oh, man, the fact that you're saying this with a straight face.
What do you mean? I mean, this is, do you dispute this? I mean...
I just don't think. It's like taking two loose ends of a wire, and when you connect them together, you get that spark, right?
Right.
It's like doing that. You take the political end, and you take the religious end. You put those two together, you're not going to have a good, result.
It sounds like you're arguing for the separation of church and state.
Yeah.
But
the way it should be.
But don't you think we're God's favorite country?
No. Well.
Really?
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Of course we are. Yes. I mean, who else is going to be his favorite? Switzerland? Come on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, they got their free college over there. They got no crime.
Right. But that's,
I don't know, man.
Well, that's nice and everything, but but that doesn't compare to America. We have guns.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So that's, so we're the most godly country. Interestingly enough, New Hampshire is the least church-going state in the country.
Really?
Yes, we are the least church-going.
Come on, New Hampshire.
I know, right?
What are you guys doing?
If you go up in a big building and you look out the window, you'll see all these church steeples. They're everywhere, and yet apparently no one goes. Everybody stays home and worships Satan instead or something. I don't know what people do. I don't know what they do.
They probably go to the library and watch porn.
Probably, well, if they can get to the computer, because Eazy-G's always there. Jeez, can you imagine? I bet if you went to any library in the city on any given day, there's Eazy-G.
I mean, hey, at least he's being active. At least he's out and about.
Yes, which I suppose is a good thing. I mean, he's got to be out there signing autographs and taking pictures.
Man, I wish I could be out there signing autographs and taking pictures. Like, come on.
Kissing hands, shaking babies, all of that.
Shaking babies.
He's out there.
Yeah. Shaking hands, yeah. Shaking babies, no.
Oh, right. No, you kiss babies.
No.
You don't do anything with babies.
No.
That's probably a good idea because they have germs.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons I never wanted children.
Exactly.
You gotta take care of them and stuff. And,
I don't want to do that. I can barely take care of myself.
And I don't like to buy. I don't like to spend money. I don't like to pay for anything.
Exactly.
God, yeah. Ugh.
Disgusting.
It really is, yes. Well, here, I'm going to play this audio. So this is Doug Giles talking about his book, Would Jesus Vote for Trump? And, Christian, you're kind of new to the show, so I'll just let you know. We have kind of an unofficial policy on the show because I know you're skeptical about this, but when I play audio from this website, rightwingwatch.org, I like to say, let's listen to this not only with open minds, but with open hearts. All right, here we go.
One of the interesting things about Trump, from just a leadership standpoint, that I think is very Christ-like, that a lot of people don't think it's Christ-like at all, is just his boldness. I mean, Jesus would call out the corrupt religious leaders and politicos that were foul, and he would say, "You guys are blind leaders of the blind," and he would do that in public, know. And if you thought you had a kind of corner on Jesus, he's your buddy and stuff like that, and you invite him to one of your smarmy dinner parties, and all of a sudden you start spinning lies, hype, and spin, he'll call you out in front of your guests. And Trump's boldness, like Reagan had trickle-down economics, I think Trump has trickle-down boldness. Because you look at what happened.
You should probably see a doctor about that.
Yeah.
But he is getting older. His trickling.
So
Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell. Now it's Cocaine Mitch.
Can I well, I don't know if I'd go there with Mitch, but Lindsey Graham for sure. Right. I think, look, this is why I write half of the books I write. When you look at heroes, their boldness encourages you, inspires you to be bold. Yep. And we need it. When you see it in a friend, I see it in you, I see it in other people, it inspires you to say the thing that maybe you would have hung back a little bit more. And I think that has had an effect with Trump, that people hear him say something and they think, well, maybe I can say that. And I'm not saying the bad stuff. I'm talking about the bold, the good stuff, the bold stuff, that he's willing to call it what it is. I mean, to talk to China in just like China. He's just straight. Yeah. And when somebody's that straight with you, he's not my enemy because he's just being honest. And Trump has done that with our allies, with getting NATO to pay and stuff. I personally find it hilarious.
Yeah. No, I mean, his.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, but Jesus once tweeted out that the Pharisees were a bunch of jerk faces.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know they had Twitter back then. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. No, Jesus was big on Twitter. He had quite a few Twitter followers.
Yeah, he had I think it was 1.6 billion or something?
Something like that. But he never, he always stayed away from Facebook. He's a Twitter guy.
Facebook it's irrelevant.
Much like our president, the godliest president, Donald John Trump. It's quite wonderful.
We'll go with that.
Yes, yes.
I have no energy to argue with this one.
Good.
Oh, man.
Good.
That's what the Trump
his
presidency has
desires
done to me.
Bridge build with, foreign powers and dictators, everybody else is, scared, to even get into dialogue with him. But, him being forthright and plain dealing, as the Puritans used to say, to me, it's very Christ-like. Like you're talking about the aspect of courage and confronting nonsense, first and foremost in yourself, but also in the general populace. And, everybody whines and complains about the corruption inside the Beltway and in media and stuff. Well, Trump's doing something about it. And that courage, man, that boldness, that's a Christian trait. It used to be. I mean, you wrote the book on Luther and stuff. You look at the way that that 16th century Augustinian monk took on the whole planet, at least from a religious standpoint, and he wasn't doing nice little tracts and little statements. If America wants revival, reform, renaissance, and they want it now, then you know what's going to happen? Prophetic wrecking cranes are going to come in, and it's going to get messy before it gets better, because you get these stale idols that everybody's been worshiping and clapping to and beholden to, and you get a prophet in there, he's going to mess things up. And I think Trump has got, from a presidential standpoint, that prophetic edge, and I dig it, man. I think it's a breath of fresh air.
By the way, Christian, I don't know if you knew this, but in high school, some friends and I had a Christian metal band called Prophetic Wrecking Cranes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't get very far. No, but we were trying to, assure our salvation.
I honestly don't remember what he said.
I hope you've...
I was listening, but it got to the point where his voice, I could only half listen.
Well, I do hope you've learned something here today, and I do hope that we've nurtured your soul and and given you something to ponder. And perhaps you should go to church with Eazy-G.
I go to church myself.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, so you already know most of this. You're ahead of the game.
No, we keep politics out of religion. Well.
Good luck with that, my friend.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that back. No. Sometimes we do.
Well, we are going to begin to wrap up because it's Friday. And,
it's Friday.
Our friend Rob Azevedo will be arriving shortly. And, of course, he needs time to set up because usually has live musicians come in and play. And believe me, I know how that is when you got to get that all ready and get
I'll be
sound
back
checked
on the
and
music
everything.
scene soon.
Very good. Very good. Christian, as always, thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you to Eazy-G.
I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, thank you to Eazy-G for joining us. And, of course, thank you to everybody in the Facebook live chat. If you missed any part of today's show, it will be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org. And, of course, thank you to Jeff Scumpy Lorenz for giving us a call earlier. And anybody that...
Dave Ridley.
I forgot. Oh, and Dave Ridley. Thank you. Yes, Dave Ridley, of course, from the Ridley Report. And that's it for me for now. Don't forget the best of Matt Connarton Unleashed every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on WMNH 95.3. And as always, thank you, of course, to Peter White from The Morning Show for help with getting that up and running, our best of Matt Connarton Unleashed, because if you didn't know, not only is Peter the host of The Morning Show, but he's also the program director here at the station. One might say, Christian, he is the lifeblood of the organization.
Oh, is he the person I talk to?
He is the lifeblood of the organization.
All right.
So there you go.